You may wonder what a lawyer has to do with art, especially in a law office. Well, there are several reasons. So art is a little bit a very essential thing of art is that is a source of inspiration and stimulation. That's one of the main functions, I think, of art, not only modern art, contemporary art, every art should stimulate and motivate people to quit a little bit the red track, and to find new positions and to move, to open frontiers and to find new solutions. And especially this thing is also a very important thing for lawyers. In our business, we always have to try to support our clients on the best way, and to look and to explore new frontiers, to give them and to find for them the best solution. So that's a little bit the connection between art and a lawyer. Personally, I and my wife together, we started 20 years ago to collect law, mainly beginning with Austrian law. With Austrian art. Sorry. We were collecting law also a little bit, no. With Austrian art, Austrian paintings, starting in the 19th century, and then moving along art history to the classical modern art, expressionism, until we arrived in the 70s, 80s. Of art in contemporary art in Austria. So the emphasis still was Austrian art, but later then we also started to look over the frontiers and also to collect international art, especially German and English artists. So the emphasis is painting and works on papers and sculptures. And we met at this occasion Plamen Dejanov, I think it was 2006, when he had his big solo exhibition in the MUMOC, in the Museum of Modern Art in Vienna. And we were introduced by the director, by Edelbert Köb, to Plamen. And we got immediately, more or less, it was a high sympathy on both sides. Half a year later, Plamen met me and he told me that he had thinking about a very big project of a huge sculpture called the Bronze House. I said, what's that, the sculpture house, what should it be? And he explained to me that he intends to create a sculpture which comprises of thousands of elements of bronze, and he would like to construct this sculpture as a building, as a bronze house, in the town where he was born, in Tarnovo, and to give a little bit back to Bulgaria what he has taken with him, and to show here that so that modern contemporary art could also stimulate and inspire the people here. Tarnovo is you know it better than me, is the old capital, and about I think 100 years ago, in 2011, Le Corbusier, the famous architect, made a journey and described the city, made a lot of photos, and so it's an excellent place to my mind to construct this bronze house exactly in this old town, which is very rich of culture, and I think a very good choice. The project is very interesting because it's not the creation of a sculpture in one act, in one day or 1 week, but it's a work in progress. And the idea was, because it's a very not very cheap, and you have to it lasts quite a long time. You need a lot of material, And so we created the idea to construct it, to produce it in a work in progress by organizing exhibitions in museums to show to the people, but also in galleries, in order to finance this project, in order to finance also via sponsors, via collectors. And this was the idea to create some examples, some models for this bronze house, or in a similar way, like the theater here. That's the idea of a Greek theater, and in order to sell this to collectors or to museums, so to help to get the necessary money to finance the production. The bronze, so the first exhibition took place 2010 in Hamburg in the Kunstverein, and then was followed by a famous exhibition in the Museum Arte Contemporanea in Bologna. And recently we organized the exhibition in France, in Reims, in the Museum of Modern Art in France. Now the legal construction is a foundation, and I'm also the chairman of the foundation, so that's also a connection between a lawyer and Plamen's art.